Hey there, Fox fam, and welcome to the DAO News Breakdown. This video series will cover all the important stuff happening around ShapeShift. Today we're going to start with some stories related to the app, then we'll touch on Foxenomics, and we'll wrap up with general news and DAO partnerships. The leading story this episode related to the ShapeShift app is its integration with IPFS. What is the interplanetary file system, you might ask? Well, IPFS is a project seeking to solve the issues associated with centralized web hosting. What does it mean for the ShapeShift app? Well, greater resilience, greater censorship resistance, and of course, progress down the path of full decentralization. By taking advantage of the IPFS distributed node network, essentially the app will be harder to shut down as it is no longer subject to a single point of failure when it comes to web hosting. On a related note, by virtue of passing SCP-84, the ShapeShift DAO has decided to transfer ownership of the Fleek hosting account, which makes the integration with IPFS possible, from the Fox Foundation to the ShapeShift DAO.
The foundation, who is currently the owner of the Fleek account, which now hosts our front end at app.shapeshift.com, would like to transfer ownership of that asset to the DAO. We chose Fleek mainly because they allow us to have a decentralized front end, and it was a major milestone for us to achieve that. But Fleek also is prioritizing a lot of Web3 first features, including the ability to pay with crypto and the ability for a Ethereum address to be the owner of the account. So this means that the DAO, using its multi-sig, can become the owner of the account and also pay the bill directly without having the foundation involved at all. The bill is currently only $40 a month, so it's a very cheap expense, but it does, I think, set a precedent for the foundation divesting itself of assets as soon as it becomes possible, and also signals to companies that are prioritizing these features that, hey, we want to use these features, and there's DAOs out there that have a real need for the ability for an address to own an account and to pay in crypto.
Turning now to Foxenomics, we're going to take a look at some of the most important decisions being made by the DAO concerning the Fox token. First up is SCP-90, recently passed DAO governance, and the community has decided to fund the tokenomics workstream through the end of the calendar year. Workstream leader Kent has shared the top priority, of course, is to extend the DAO project runway as long as possible. Now, the team will be exploring a variety of DeFi strategies to accomplish that goal, as well as develop Yieldies, a new value accrual mechanism developed by the ShapeShift DAO. Smart contracts are currently under security audit. Keep an eye on the ShapeShift Twitter for the latest news, and of course, you can read up on it on the DAO forum. Now, the latest on the TMDC, or Treasury Management and Diversification Committee. This part of the ShapeShift DAO was spun up last November of 2021 to explore ways that the Fox token could be used to generate yield that in turn could help cover monthly contributor compensation obligations. The TMDC recently had their mandate renewed by the ShapeShift community and was provided with additional Fox to explore new opportunities for the DAO. Another important partnership related to tokenomics and treasury management is that with Hedgey Finance. The DAO recently passed SCP-81, a proposal that will allow DAO contributors to receive a portion of their monthly compensation in vested Fox tokens. The DAO is leveraging Hedgey Finance's NFT technology to make this possible. It enables them to issue these tokens wrapped inside an NFT sent to the contributor wallet, and they will unlock and become liquid at a predetermined date in the future. Now, of course, liquidity incentives are important regardless of market conditions. By passing SCP-83, the ShapeShift DAO has decided to extend its support for incentives on the Fox ETH pair on UniV2, as well as to deploy a new opportunity with Bancor. Now, if you wish to participate in the Fox ETH pair on Uniswap, you can do so directly within the ShapeShift app and earn right around 50% APY. To wrap up this section on Foxenomics, we want to remind you of a variety of opportunities available to you if you are a Fox holder. First and foremost is FOXy, a rebasing token program deployed earlier this year by the DAO and available directly in the ShapeShift app. By depositing your Fox, you receive FOXy, you support the DAO, you gain Fox incentives, as well as exposure to a variety of DeFi strategies. In addition to FOXy, you can pause the video here and check out the chart on the right to learn about additional LP and single-sided staking opportunities you can explore with your Fox. Moving on to general news and partnerships, ShapeShift recently paired up with the Ethereum Push Notification Service, or EPNS. The project provides users with the ability to send and receive multi-chain notifications to their wallet. They aim to become the communications layer of Web3. Project founder Harsh Rajat and ShapeShift DAO's Willie Fox shared a bit more about the partnership in a recent AMA.
what EPNS basically covers, we can notify people if you are a service-based protocol, if you are ENS, or we can have governance-based notifications, which is basically what we are doing with ShapeShift. We also have finance DeFi-related notifications. So we take use cases from people, work ourselves into it, and sometimes with their help, like we did with ShapeShift, and then try to generate a personalized notif to your wallet address for you with a call to action link that will redirect you towards where the notification is coming on and what can be your next step to do that. So the first use case is the one where we are notifying people about the new proposal that has been introduced in the ShapeShift app. This is where a person who is the receiver is notified that this proposal has been released. This will be the end time and you should go hurry up and vote.
Without EPNS, there's just really no great way to notify a user if all you have is their Ethereum address. Excited for this first use case, which is limited to governance, but still a very important use case and hopefully just the beginning.
Another important general partnership is with Lobby.so, a Web3 native knowledge management project. ShapeShift DAO contributor H. Payne has more details.
Lobby.so is a project that ShapeShift has partnered with that acts essentially almost like a native Web3 Wikipedia. Users can come onto the platform, type in a question, say, what is ShapeShift? What is DeFi? It'll query across a large, vast database of information uploaded by users and give you an answer, right? So ShapeShift has populated our very own page in which we have anything to do with our existence as a DAO, including tokenomics, our partners, how to interact with our app, different interviews with key personnel in the DAO, and just general blog posts about what we're up to. The beauty of this is that all of our content predating this has more or less been sometimes translated, sometimes not. Primarily, though, it's been in English. Sort of difficult for our international communities to access. With Lobby, we have access to 10 languages. Users can come in, browse, interact, and engage with all of our information, and it really helps emphasize and curate the idea of transparency and openness to a broader community.
To wrap up the video, we want to touch on a recent initiative by the growth and outreach component of the DAO. There is a very strong group of active contributors from throughout Latin America, and a number of them made a strong showing at BitConf 2020 in Sao Paulo, Brazil. LatAm leader The Smith shares more about his experience with the team repping for ShapeShift DAO.
BitConf is a very traditional group in Brazil, so we are glad to be part of it. The forum report is very detailed, 100% sure that was a groundbreaking lecture. So during the 3 days, we established contact with several people and personalities from the Brazilian crypto scene. We made it and engaged new foxes. We researched it and studied. So all this to continue to maintain our solid base in Brazil and reaffirm and endorse ShapeShift DAO commitment to be an authority when it comes to decentralized finance. I also encourage you all, click on the forum links. They are gifts with the best highlights of the event about the side parties and main stages. By the way, thank you all for trusting our work in Brazil. We are very proud of what we are building here.
The LatAm team has also established a great relationship with professional skateboarder Bob Burnquist, helping to share the good Fox news around Brazil and the wider skating community. A number of Foxes were able to make it over to ETH Barcelona and CC in Paris this summer, a chance to network with new builders in the space and connect with old friends. The DAO's Willie Fox took the stage at ETH Barcelona to share his take on DAO scalability. Here's a clip of Willie speaking to the topic of workstream autonomy in alignment with SCP-92, a proposal soon to pass DAO governance.
So we're using Colony. We use Snapshot and NoSafe for the top-level DAO. Colony powers the bottom 2/3. So each of these work streams are sub-DAOs on Colony that have their own treasury. And this is so powerful because what it enables these work streams to do is move quickly and get shit done because they are autonomous and they have the ability to allocate their treasury however they see best fit to achieve those goals that they propose to the community. And we also have work stream leaders, which might sound like people raise their eyebrows. They're like, what? Leaders in a DAO? No. But yes, there's a ton of leaders in a DAO, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Leaders are great, as long as the community is the ultimate leader on top. So, and we actually have a proposal going through our process right now to kind of clarify the definition of workstream leaders. Like, for example, do they have the power to hire and fire contributors in their workstream? And if this proposal passes, it will be very clear that yes, they do have this power until the community revokes it. So as long as the workstreams are doing good, community's happy, it's much easier for the community to measure the success of a workstream than to vote on every decision that these workstreams are making. The workstreams have the best context, they're boots on the ground, and hopefully they're the subject matter experts. And it's great for these work streams to be able to move very quickly. And they should still, of course, communicate their progress and everything to the community, but they don't have to ask the community's permission for every single thing they can do. It's super empowering. And I think this is one of the reasons that we've been able to get so much shit done at ShapeShift DAO.
And that'll do it for this episode of ShapeShift DAO News. If you like the video, make sure to like the video, subscribe, hit that bell notification, head over to our community Discord, and of course, check out app.shapeshift.com. And until next time, y'all stay bullish, and we'll see you in that next video.